Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, February 8th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. My weekend had me dealing with another snowstorm, and I still say we are overdue for a big one. Arguing about what flavor of wings to get for the big game and getting frustrated at the lines to get into the new Lidl up on Solomon's Island Road. Anyhow, it is Monday, so let's get right into it. On Friday, the Maryland Senate unanimously passed a $1.5 billion state-funded COVID relief bill. If passed by the House of Delegates, which it's expected to, it will provide a direct payment to low-income families, grants to those still mired in the unemployment system, tax relief for businesses to include allowing bars and restaurants to keep $12,000 a month in sales tax for 4 months, and there is another $125 million of grants to many other hospitality-type businesses, among others. Most people do suspect that this will sail through the House of Delegates, and Governor Hogan has indicated that he is prepared to sign it immediately. Honestly, the checks could start rolling out later this week or early next. My fingers are crossed. In a different form of COVID relief, we mentioned this before, and Jimmy's Famous Seafood is absolutely killing it up in Baltimore with the Famous Fund. The gist is that they are raising money to help Baltimore City bars, restaurants, and cafes keep in business by giving them a direct grant. So far, they've raised more than $375,000 and are doling out grants in the $10,000 to $25,000 range to places all over the city. The Orioles and Ravens players are in, and they are actually making phone calls and recording them to these places to let them know that they are getting the award. It's really pretty awesome. They have become part of Matt Stover's Players Philanthropy Fund, so donations, which I made one myself the other day, are now tax deductible. To donate or to nominate a Baltimore City restaurant, you want to head to thefamousfund.com. Again, thefamousfund.com. If you want to see the reactions of some of the recipients, grab yourself a box of tissues first and head over to our story at eyeonannapolis.net. We do have a video playlist in the article, Well Done, Jimmy's Famous Seafood. Happy birthday to the Annapolis Rotary. They are celebrating their 100th birthday on Thursday, and they have a full year of celebrations planned. I got a chance to speak with Shara Hutzel and Shara Howie about some of those plans to make sure you look for a bonus pod on Thursday and find out how you can become involved in the Annapolis Rotary. Other than eating their crabs every August. If you want a head start, head over to AnnapolisRotary.org. And this item is about a reschedule from last week, but the county schools will be hosting the 4th Let's Talk Justice Forum tonight online at 6 p.m. It was canceled last week due to the snow day, and tonight's forum will focus on women's rights. It'll be hosted by students and a student-led panel. You can tune in tonight at 6 p.m. on the AACPS YouTube channel for the live event. We have been busy recording some podcasts as well, so make sure you keep your ears open for the Rotary one I mentioned earlier, and another one with Keisha Haith, who is from the Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation, and all about their new Inclusive Ventures program. And if you are a minority, women, or veteran-owned business, or you know one, this is an episode that you want to listen to. And as we do restart our Saturday business spotlights, we did speak with Dr. Dee Dee Hawley from the Health Source Chiropractic in Crofton. And if you do know a business that wants to be spotlighted, please let me know. It is free, it is fun, and it is easy. And finally, and I say that because finally is the best word for this based on all of the delays, but Annapolis Bay Village is opening up this Friday. Bay Village is the newest senior community in the area, and it is state of the art. You want to check out eyeonannapolis.net for our article with a ton of photos when we got a sneak peek inside last week. The grand opening begins at 10 a.m. on Friday, and you're welcome to stop by and check it out. It will be capacity controlled, and COVID protocols will be in place, of course, and I bet they even have some food. You can get more details at eyeonannapolis.net. As I said, we've got a ton of pictures up there, or you can head right over to the Annapolis Bay Village Facebook page. All right, that does wrap up the news for us today. As always, thank you for listening, and if you are somewhere where you can leave us a rating or a review, please do. And make sure that you let your friends, family, and colleagues know about us. A quick thank you to our sponsors for this daily news brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, and to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. It is Monday, so of course we have Ann Alsina from CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report, and George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here to go over the snow from yesterday and some wacky weather that may be coming later in the week. I was talking to him a little bit ago, and he said possible ice storm. Stay tuned. George, Ann, and the rest are coming up in just 1 minute, but first, here's Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners, like yourself, are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, February 8th. More sloppy snow for the area yesterday, and the week ahead is expected to bring more wintry weather with overall cold temps and potentially active skies. Look for sunny highs today, only in the 30s after AM lows in the teens and 20s. So be extra careful out there today, as some of yesterday's precip could have gone through a refreeze overnight, with a small chance of some precip overnight tonight as well in the form of snow or freezing rain lasting into the morning hours with lows in the 20s, though temps will warm up for the only time this week into the mid to upper 40s before clouds and 35 to 40 degrees for highs Wednesday, ahead of what could potentially be a disruptive weather system overnight Wednesday into Friday as a frontal boundary gets hung up on the East Coast and waves of low pressure move along that boundary line, potentially bringing more snow to the Annapolis region or even a fair amount of freezing rain. So stay tuned for updates on that as we move through the week. Beyond that, some of the coldest temps in a few years will likely start to move into the area Friday through the weekend, with AM lows on Sunday very likely in the 5 to 15 degree range in Anne Arundel County, as some models are even showing another potential snowmaker next weekend as well. So keep the coats, hats, gloves, shovels, ice melt, and whatever else you need to deal with winter handy, because it will definitely be making its presence known for most of the next 7 to 10 days. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Store. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I often get asked, is now a good time to make a move? The answer is absolutely. With interest rates the lowest they've been in nearly 50 years and inventory in high demand, now is the time to let us earn your trust. Whether you're looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, my team and I will guide you through the process and find exactly what you are looking for. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Last week, the markets recovered their losses and set another all-time high. The jobs and unemployment data was weaker than expected, leading to hopes of President Biden's stimulus package making it through Congress. GameStop continued its decline. down to about $60 from a high of $483. As we approach tax season and you're gathering all of your documents, now is a good time to make a balance sheet for yourself as well. First, make a list of your assets, everything you own. This includes bank accounts, retirement or other investment accounts, your house, cars. If you have a significant collection that is valuable, include that as well. Then, make a list of your liabilities, or everything you owe. On this list, include not just how much you still owe, but also note the interest rate and monthly payment. If your assets are bigger than your liabilities, you have a positive net worth. If you owe more than you own, it's time to tackle that debt. If you're really feeling the urge to get organized, you can take the next step and make a list of your expenses. Each payment you make and how often you have to make it, monthly, quarterly, annually. Think about how much you spend on other things, like haircuts, car maintenance, pet care. Figure out what you spend annually and compare that to your take-home pay. If you are spending less than you make, you have the luxury of deciding how you want to spend that extra. You could just have it as spending money to go out, buy things, enjoy yourself. You can also set aside some with each paycheck to fund bigger goals, travel, college, retirement. If you find yourself spending more than you bring in, look at expenses you can cut. Can you live without cable? Find a cheaper place to live or get a roommate. This week's action item to take is to open a savings account or money market. You can do that at your local bank or with an online bank. The trick is that you want it to be somewhere you don't see every time you check your bank balance. That's all you need to do this week. If you want to learn more about all things financial, join us for some of February's educational events. You can register for these and find much more on our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or visit our Facebook page to learn more. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. Covington-Alsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance references historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate, you consult with your attorney, accountant, financial advisor, or tax advisor prior to investing. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with Covington-Alsina.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.